Hi, I'm Rob Brayton. Welcome to the Star Cave. Today, I just wanted to let you know about the AstroClock that I developed. It's just a web page. It's out there on synanosin.com/astroclock.html. So you can go to that page and it will come up with, as you can see here, three different tiles. It'll come up with three different tiles, and just go through it and explain what each of the tiles are for. Now, you don't necessarily have to type in a latitude here, but it helps. So we'll type in 30.1. That's approximately where I am. And then I'm at, I'm in Northwest Houston, Texas area, so I'm at minus, that would be west, 95 degrees and about 53. So it's just decimal points. You add it, put your decimal points in there, and then you'll notice that we have the local mean sidereal time. That is the right ascension of the sky. So right directly overhead on the meridian, that meridian is the line that runs between north and south through directly overhead, the zenith. And this sidereal time tells us what is directly overhead. So right now, approximately 21 hours is directly overhead. So if I was trying to find some object that was at 21 hours or maybe 22 or 20 hours or 19 or 22 hours, 23 hours, whatever, 100 hours, then I would know that I can find that in the sky. So that's what the sidereal time tells us. Of course, we have our local time and the Zulu time, the Greenwich Mean Time, we used to be called. And then in the next tile, we have the seeing. This is from a website called Mateo Blue. And when you use this web page for the very first time, you have to tell Mateo Blue where you are also. So we can scroll down inside this tile. I'm going to use my scroll wheel here and click on the more. And now I can either look up by location by pushing the location button right there, or I can do just a search, and I'm in the Willow area. And now once I've done that, I can go back to the AstroClock page, refresh, and it will bring up the correct page. Same thing with the third tile here. I can click on the menu button, 7-day weather, do a location search. Same thing, I can search for my location, or I can just type in, the actual coordinates, 30.1 by minus 95.53. All of that works, and once I've done that, now it'll save in a cookie, and because that cookie is there, when I reload this page, it will come up with a proper area. So in this second tile, it tells us a whole bunch of good, interesting things. The date, so it's telling us what day. Today is the December 11th, tomorrow is December 12th, and here is our hour. So we can see the sunset is going to set at 5:23 local time, and right now I'm at 1600 local. So I look down here at the 16 hour, and I see it's predicting 56 degrees, and that's about right. 48% humidity, which is pretty dry for Houston, and the best, 0 clouds. Oh yeah. So I will be out tonight. Of course, the seeing is not so great, 2.92, and we're at 100% moon, so it'll be a narrowband night, or a lunar night, obviously, although the moon isn't that great when it's full because it's kind of flat lit. Now, if we scroll down, we can see that there is a green bar here on the seeing, the arc seconds, and that's just telling us what's the best seeing time during the time frame that it's displaying. and it's, you know, right before sunrise. That's when the seeing's always best. It's also when the humidity kind of creeps up there and the clouds kind of materialize, so no big wonders about that. So the moonset will be, you know, at 8:30 in the morning. The sunrise will be at 7 o'clock. Now, we do this whole series is about urban astrophotography, so really there's an idea that you have to wait until an hour and a half after sunset, an hour and a half before sunrise. Those are the magic times. But you know, when you're under Bortle 8 skies, sunset is good. You know, just maybe another half hour, maybe an hour past sunset, and I'm good to go. I start breaking out my telescope usually right at sunset. The third tile is telling us what the cloud cover is. So we can see down here, this is the Corpus Christi area, and out into the Gulf of Mexico, there are clouds down there, but they're just not over us, which is good. And the plus is telling us where we are located. And then there are isobars of, or I guess they're called isobars, of the humidity. So we can see right now it's 1600 hours. Let me scroll back up here. At 16, we should be at about 48% humidity. And sure enough, we are outside of this 45, so we're a little above the 45% humidity, between 45 and 50% humidity. So each one of these bars is telling us what the humidity is within that area, which is really nice to know. I find that in my backyard, at least, when the humidity gets up to about 80%, pretty much I'm going to start having dew. Maybe even about 78, 75%. Dew is starting to take over, and by the time I get to 85 or 90%, I am in solid dew. So this, all of these screens refresh in every 5 minutes or so, and this screen I can watch the dew or the humidity, and I can kind of see where it's starting to come in, and I can look at the isotherms or whatever, isobars, whatever those are, and determine if I'm going to, it may not be at 80% right now, but are these bars starting to bunch up and they're kind of moving my way, and I need to start making preparations for dew. So that's the astroclock.html. Hopefully that'll be a help to you. And if this has been a help to you, then please subscribe and like the video. We'll see you next time.